Welcome to Elden Ring. My name is Nilaus, and this is a guide to the dungeons in the Mount Gelmir area here, excluding, of course, the Volcano Manor, which I have a separate walkthrough guide with everything in there. So now it's time to do the area around it. I have selected these 5, and there are also, of course, for the Altus Plateau that's right next to it, which will be in a separate video. So if you think that, isn't one of those missing? Nope, it's not. It's just in the other video. So I split it like that. So if you like these kind of guides, then be sure to hit the like button so it can get a bit of traction on the YouTube algorithm. And of course, consider subscribing to stay up to date. Let's dive into the first of these dungeons. The first one is Old Altus Tunnels. If you see some tunnels on the map, absolutely take those, because tunnels will always have crafting materials. Now this is a bit cheeky because some of these are actually needing stone sword keys to actually get in here, and well, we want to get in here, and there's tons of valuable stuff. So definitely this is worth it no matter what. So in this one, as we can say, we're really just hoping for lots and lots of crafting materials. That's what we want from these tunnels here, or any tunnels. Tunnels always have crafting materials. Caves are awful. Catacombs have skeletons and gargoyles, but yeah. Let's see. So I'm not taking the elevator because there's something we can take on the way down. So ironically, we are skipping the elevator here. And as we dive in to the first part, always take the grace. Now I'm going to be running my usual routine here, so I'll just mention it. So if anyone finds it to be weird, I am using the jellyfish shield. I really love the jellyfish shield. And on top of that, I am also using the Crimson Dagger and the Cerulean Dagger, so that any backstabs will get me lots of recovery. And that means that basically I am not using any potions or any Crimson Flasks during my my dungeon crawling adventures here, because I can always recover through critical hits and backstabs. And all of these things, in all honesty, this dungeon is extremely easy to roll through. Literally roll through. I don't really always get this, to be perfectly honest. Why this is so easy? Okay, we couldn't get backstab on him. Doesn't matter. But we will get backstabs on these. You can see we are unfortunately not quite killing them in one go, but killing them just like that. And all the other ones don't even aggro. I don't know, they must have stayed inside the house waiting for us. Either way, as you can see, we are just healing up, full mana, full health anywhere we go. Stone boluses. You'd kind of think that you'd get those, and that would sort of imply that you're going to use them because there's lots of bleed here. I don't think there's any bleed in this dungeon. Maybe a bit from the wolves. A bolt drake talisman, so that's protection from lightning, I guess. And then better than the previous one we found. And now I'm just running around. I just want to see, this is a dead end, so we go in here just to get a few crafting materials, and then we can jump on down and proceed here. There's a ladder here to our left. We can go down, but I really don't like going in by the ladder. Again, more backstabs. I want to clear all of these dungeons. This is the best way of getting all of the crafting materials we need. So this one's guarding another crafting material. There is another Smithing Stone 5, so we should be expecting to get Smithing Stone 5 in this area. A bit of 5s, and is there any 6s? I don't think so. So we have a knight patrolling, and we have one more knight and one more footman over to the right. So I want to make sure that we take this one out with a good backstab to start with, so that it's not so risky. I do believe that I'm a bit over leveled for this, because I've done Kalit before I did Mount Gelmir and Altus Plateau, and I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. I think I'm supposed to take this before, since I'm also getting like Smithing Stone 6s in Kalit, and we're only getting 4 5s here. So definitely the best indication of what is at level and what is not at level. And I'm gonna just go here, fish for another backstab to get some more healing going. Ow. I don't know why I thought I've been bashing all the walls to make sure that we don't have any secret rooms. We're not missing any secret rooms. We do have a few secrets in these dungeons that we will definitely get to. Don't you worry. I know that I'm something in there, but I just want to look behind here first, because I believe this is a dead end. Nope, didn't want to look in there. A somber 4. Yeah, so you can see level 4 and 5 is what we get here. I've got something, and there we go. Let's go in here. And we can see these items, so we know that this is a trap. If you can see some juicy things right in front of you, then it's definitely a trap. And I kind of botched this by focusing too much on the dog, which means the other one is starting just spraying. And once it does that, it's just really difficult to get close. So like that. And we'll just bash our way. And then what we came here for? Level 5, level 5. 2 smithing stones, level 5. Great. So those are dead end, hidden behind the little shed, so that's good. I am generally I don't mind exchanging my focus points for hit points if I need it. The reason why is I have so little focus that it's easy to get it back. I get 15 on a backstab or a critical hit. So yeah, and this boss I don't get it. Maybe we're just vastly overleveled, but it is ridiculously easy. So of course we're fully buffed. Got good two-hander, good upgrades. Got very high strength. It's all good, but this guy, I mean, there's something wrong with him. I mean, the ordinary ones outside of these are more dangerous. Look at that one stab. It's only dealing 500 damage, and still he falls down. So that was one chanced attack, and then a critical hit. Then he do it one more time, and he falls down again. Well, that's not a lot of hit points left. So chop chop. I don't know what's going on, but what you want to do against this is charge attack. But the good thing about this dungeon, we got 2 great clubs if you are into that kind of thing. Next one, Wyndham Tunnels. This is sort of over. This is where the Tibia Marina is, and down there we have the Seethewater River Grace Point, and then in this corner we have a little dungeon that we definitely want to clear. So this is Wyndham Catacombs. So the catacombs means either skeletons or gargoyles generally. I think there are very few exceptions to that. And there's a trap, just to see what that does. So we have an elevator down, and as always when there's an elevator, it's almost always turn around and be ready for the exit. There's a little extra level, and what do we get for our troubles? A glove ward, level 5. That's okay. And let's start going deeper in. So we have a new kind of gargoyles that we haven't seen before. These ones are throwing lightning bombs. They actually hurt, those lightning bombs. So I'm trying to close the distance and try not to get too much hit by these. It's not a huge success. And backstab. Just trying to fish for a bit of health here, coming our way. But that means we know which gargoyles is what we want, or what we have here. I like the bestial vitality. It's a super nice heal, because it just heals over time, and it means sort of if you're missing something, you just pop it open. There's always one around the corner, so let's just go here. Come on. Okay, well, this time he was not really doing anything. So we get a free critical hit. That's excellent, and we are fully healed at this point. And moving further in. Now here we'll have some, well, I don't know, crap falling from the skies. So if you are well prepared, then you will of course have a lot of those firebombs. Firebombs are excellent against this. I don't have a lot of them, but I think we'll make do with what we have. Stab. There. We'll have a few more of these. And let's see, can I make more? Not a lot more. One more. So what we're going to do is we're just going to be working on these and just farming our way through it, getting all the backstabs we can, moving forward. And you can see there's a grid at the end, or some bars that we can't open. Here's a trap that we can just draw and use to kill these. It's not great, but hey, we'll take it. And then a lot more spawns. So what you can do, if for whatever reason these are annoying to you, you can just herd them together and then step on the trap and then get them out there. At this point, what I'm doing is just backstabbing my heart's content. It's good to have the rhythm into about how to do backstabs. Okay, that one was just the missing one, and that one shouldn't even have gotten the backstab because we're not buffed up. So let's buff up so we can kill them in one go, one backstab. And that's dead in one backstab. It's just so annoying to kill. And let me just see if we can get the trap to do it. Yeah, the trap is working quite okay for this. Alright, we can't open this. We have to open it from the other side, and then you'll see a knight down there and go like, oh no, he's probably tough. No, not really. Stagger, 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 and stagger. Well, he has about 2,000 hit points, so I guess that's something. And we can then go up the ladder and then proceed to hopefully find the lever to open the door soon. Oh yeah, this is funny because first I step on the trap and get hit by it, then I go like, oh yeah, I forgot the trap, and then I get hit by a gargoyle that falls down, and I go, oh yeah, I forgot the gargoyle. So yeah, that trap worked really well. I was like, ooh, a fog gate. I wonder what's in there. Yeah, that was. So now you know. Be cautious about that. You got a lightning scorpion charm. Okay. And up there we have our thing. So this one is going upwards. I think it was actually not great because we don't want to go down. We want to go below at some point, but we want to just run up here. So it goes up. And then we jump into this space. I want to try to get that. Always get a backstab if we're missing health. So at this point, there's also one on the other side. So if we run down here, we will be lifted up to that one. And I'm going to go here. Then we're going to go over here because this is where the lever is to open. So, yeah. That's always a trap. Always a trap. You think that he's just standing so open for a backstab, and then of course there's someone hiding. Though the interesting thing is he didn't aggro at all, so we can still get our backstab. And goodbye. And we got the lever pulled, and we can just head back. So the way you don't want to be on top of it when it goes all the way up. So what we do here is we run all the way over and fall down here. Get that when it goes down, and then we roll backwards. There. And now we can go down. Down here, this is where we have. This is not technically necessary. This is kind of as close to a secret as we can imagine in this dungeon. So again, we have more and more backstabbing to go through it. Now, if we have something with water here, we always know what kind of creatures lives in water. So let's get ready for that. Here's another. There's another trap in the middle that you can use, but yeah. All right, so we know that that's coming. Let's buff up, two-handed. Get some flaming weapons, because it's not one, but actually two crabs coming in, and one of them is easily died, and then we just need to take the other one. And crabs are usually easy, but I don't know. I kind of fumbled this one a bit. Yep, getting grabbed. Not good. Spamming left R1, R1, L1, just to see if we can get out faster. I don't know if it's a... Yeah, see, that panic rolling is not how you do it. You wait, and then you dodge when necessary. That's a good one, yeah? And then we get the follow-up, and then I forget that I can follow up pretty quickly. Just waiting, and there's a good attack. And kill it. So there's two crabs. I think it's easiest if you start by killing the first, still about that by killing one of them quickly. And we got an Ancient Dragon Apostle Cookbook. That's super good, because what that gives us is actually lightning grease. Having lightning grease is super amazing. Generally, lightning is good against those Iron Virgins, least favorite enemies. It doesn't feel like it's not like massively good, it's just slightly better. And then we can work our way backwards, and there is a one on the roof that hasn't fallen down on us, so let's go over there and trigger it, just so we can sort of get everything sorted. As always with these, you can attack, and then you have to move, because they will attack the place that they were just attacked from. Another one fell down. And just step to the side. Also recover a bit of stamina. Come on, kill it. Yes. Alright. So now we've cleared everything. All we need to do is just run back, and right at the beginning of the dungeon we will have our opening. Our door has now opened because we pulled the lever, so just need to go back. And it's kind of pretty close, so roll through it. Up the elevator, and then to the right into the boss fight. Now this boss fight, it seems weird, because we've been finding tougher things. Oh, traps. Yep. So again, here we buff up, and this is a watchdog cat. And the thing with this one is, like, we fought two of these at once, so why are we only fighting one at this point? And that's kind of, again, an indicator that maybe this area is probably meant to be before. But don't worry, I can still mess this up. Just stabbing underneath it. And knock down, counter, and then could have rolled through that. Get a health, but let's not be in a position to take damage. Ooh. I mean, the moveset, we know the moveset by now, and if we could kill two of them at once, then we can also kill one. And that's a lightning attack. That's a bit early, but we got out of it. I'm really hoping that we get, at this point, get it knocked down, but it doesn't seem to work. Ow. I have to be just a little bit careful not to accidentally die from stupidity, because we do know this, how this works. I have my Sacred Blade working, but I don't know. I'm probably going to change it to basically primarily use Determination. What we get, though, is a Glovewort Bell Bearing 1, so we can get Gloveworts 1 and 2 for free at the shop now. And next one is Gelmir Hero's Grave. Now this is really complicated, and it also has a bit of hidden secret thing here, so let's dive into that. Now, as we take the very long elevator, it's actually so long that I thought it would get us to the underworld, but it doesn't. But what we can do in the meantime is go and find an item that either has the Bloodhound step or the sidestep. Daggers can have sidestep. The reason why, and then now I equip it because of the weapon art. If you look at the weapon art, once we go down, it's going to be super helpful because we have some lava we need to get through and jump. That's a really good way of jumping through lava, and we will need to do that a bit later. You can also see the beast eye quivers, so that means we know we have a death route to get in here. Now there are many ways to do this. I'm going to run, and then as we go out here, you're probably going to wait and just hesitate and watch, but I'm just running, and there is here 2 skeletons here on the side. I'm going to run past that and take this second alcove here on the side, jump on in, and then we have that chariot coming in for the side, and just be careful. We still have the 2 extra skeletons, they are out there, so we still need to have them. Sometimes they just get run over. Most of the time actually they would get run over. And that's dead as well. So we are ready, and I don't want to run, I want to wait for it to come up here, and then we follow it after it goes down. So that's at each alcove you have to figure out whether you want to wait for it to go up or down before running in. But here it's pretty simple. Turns around and jump on over. And you really have to do running jumps. Here's a skeleton flying out in the middle. Don't really worry about it. It'll probably just be run over as it comes up. And then it goes up. This is a place where you can go. Now we are following. We should have been following. Yeah, following. Alright, down here to the side there are actually ledges, and you can jump on those. It's a bit tricky, and it also sort of messes up with the sequence of things, but it's kind of skipping some of the content, and we don't skip content. Hey, run! You were supposed to run now. Well, I guess we're gonna wait. No, we are not supposed to run. We need to wait for it to go up, and then we can run. So as you can see here, there's lava further down. We can't go down that way, but we are going to do that at the very end because there's actually something goody down there. Very interesting item. And we have to... That cage here is just behind the corner. There's another one that we should also take. He is coming in there. And the guard counter as always, good. Now at this point, these are just free farming. Either you just kill them with whatever you want to do. For me, that's just every time I see stuff like this, hey, don't do that. It always just means free loot, or free healing, free mana. I know I keep calling mana, but it just makes more sense. And get some glove wards. Since we're full heal and mana, then we're focus points, then we might as well just go straight in there. Buff up and kill this one. There's just standing looking at the flames waiting for an opening. We are going to be a bit quicker than that. Go across, and we got a glove ward 7. That's really nice. That's the highest I think we've found so far. Run to the left because the flames will not come up to this side. Bash it once so it goes down. Out here, there's a guy on the left. I'm gonna save him for on the way back. He's not doing anything, but here 2 pages are ready to ruin our day. As always, if you see some juicy loot just lying there, most likely it's a trap. And we are taking this guy on the way out, so that we are now again charcoal, as always. And we can then proceed into, well, another corridor. Now, to the right, up the ladder, up the stairs, there's nothing up there, and when you get up there, you can't get back down. It is the most frustrating place that you can imagine, because the way that it goes back and forth is not enough time for you to get back. So you will get hit. If you can survive a hit, that's fine. I think it's about 1500 damage or something. Oof, a bit close. There. Alright, so we wait for it to come in. Run in here. We're running across, and this is really difficult. Man, have I died many times. Look at how close it is. You have to drop down on this ledge. It's the only way. But we got it, and for our troubles, we're gonna get 2 armor sets. It's really weird that there are 2 armor sets right next to each other. It's rolling right on top of us. So here we have a bloodhound. So let's get in and see if we can sneak attack, or well, we can't. And it is dead nonetheless. And we get a Bloodhound Knight set, so if you like looking like a Bloodhound, you have it. And the Gelmir Knight Armor Knight set, also very nice. And there's a ladder here so we can go up. We're just gonna top up on the healing first. So it's nice to have some options for better armor. I like my Crucible Knight armor. Crucible Tree Knight armor. I like to have the non-tree version, but let's see if we can get that at some point. Alright, so when I said earlier that you could jump down on something, that's actually if you jump down you will hit these rafters here. Jump carefully into the corner. Walk meticulously out here. We are going to be jumping down on top of the chariot, but not just yet. We're now going to wait for it to come up here and go up, because there's that one little thing more we have to do. Wait for it to turn. Like that. And we have a cemetery shade here. Has absolutely no hit points, so just get it out of the way. Get another Glovewort 7. And we are being super cautious about this, and then we can jump down here again on this side, go through, and for this part about landing on top of the chariot, honestly I missed a few times. And also getting on these rafters, it's not so easy, at least unless you know what to do. So basically look carefully at how I did it, because man, I fell down. I jump and then go a bit forward, and then jump and slide into the corner. It's really weird because you think that you want to get the momentum before going in. Look at that, we jump down and we can actually land safely on top of this, and we're going to be hitching a ride all the way down. And once you're down, you're going to jump out. Faster, 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 faster. That's really close. Get some beast blood and we can proceed. This is it to the boss fight. Even after the boss fight, we're going to continue and do some more, because there's a bit more to cover. Get a lot of Gloveworts. That's the third Glovewort 7 we get in here, at least that I could remember. Heading in. And then we're coming up on the next boss. Do I remember the boss? I remember the boss as being easy, but let's see. Always do the same. I'm almost always doing two-handers against bosses, unless there's someone who blocks, and that's not where a block is valuable. Oh yeah, Red Wolf. Yeah, this the Firefox. So it deals a lot of damage. This one, just jump to the side so you don't get through that, and then roll on under, and that's your basic opening. All the rest of it is just dodge, and or you can block, and yeah, well, not like that, okay? Now we're getting a bit squeezed here. You really wanted to get some distance. Dodge to the side. Wanted to do the jump attack. That jump attack is easy to avoid, and there's a big opening for a charge attack afterwards, so that's good. Get some dodges, dodge these as they come in, dodge them again as they come in, and that is maybe it. So big openings after it does the leap attack, and we get the Bloodhound Knight Flow. Maybe that's the guy we killed. And for our troubles, we are gonna get the death route that was sort of hinted at in the beginning. We are not quite done, so what we will do is we will be zooming back to the starts, then we'll be running down here again, get the elevator up. This takes a ridiculously long time to get the elevator up, because you remember the first part of the lava thing, I said that we could continue, and this is also where we need to get over. Run. Go past the first ones and go in here, just wait a bit. Up and go into the side and go into one more side here, and this is where we took the exit. So what we want to do now is switch to the Bloodhound Claw, and we have full focus points. Then we can jump in and run, jump, and then from here we slide 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, and then we're in. That's pretty neat, isn't it? We got in, and what do we get for our trouble? We get the silliest weapon in the game. And we're just going to take a look at it. We get the finger. The ringed finger. So let's just equip it and then show how ridiculous it is. There it is. Here. Yes, it is a finger. And we can bash with it like a club, or the special attack is even weirder. Bounce. That's the finger flick. It's absurd, but it's super cool, isn't it? So that's another one. We're gonna move quickly into the Seethewater. Seethewater is up here. This is under the earth tree that's up top, but you can only reach it from sort of the bottom of the ravine, from the Seethewater ravine. And we are going to. Well, that was the worst backstab in the history of backstabs. Again, this one is also costing 2. So we're just burning through our stone sword keys here. I have the tendency to, if there's a merchant that sells stone sword keys, I always buy all of them. If they sell rune axe, I buy all of them. Because those are things that are finite in resource, and you can never have too many. I know, but I know rune axe are not finite, but they are finite if you're not playing PvP, and I don't. So there is that. Hello, God. I guess I was just more looking at my notes than I was looking at the game. And in here, there's a. I like this idea that, okay, so there's a little guard room next to it. Doesn't have anything interesting, but there's a guard room nonetheless, sort of guarding the pit that we are coming up to, so that nothing nasty comes out of the pit. But it will. We'll just jump down. All the way. And this is awful because everything will now be poisoned all the time down here. So we can try to avoid it, but also get the flame cleanse me so you can avoid that. I'm gonna go into the middle here. And we have one of these annoying things. They actually go out and attack in all sides. There, dead. So, what we need to go around and take everything in here, of course. What I'm going to do is, this one is our entrance. I did have a bit of issues with finding my way, so I'm just going to put one here next to the entrance, so I know which one is the entrance and which one is the exit. Yes, it's easy to get lost. So I'm just going to follow the wall with my right hand on the wall all the way around. Get some poison grease. Don't care about those right now. Whoops, I should probably not have been so... so what I want to do is just want to jump in and get some fire pots. Unfortunately, we have not created more fire pots, so... And since there are 2, then let's buff up, get some fire pots. We only have the 2 we had from the last one. But anyway, it's gonna help anyway. Help a bit anyway. I don't know how that missed. Oh yeah, we've got attack from the back. Yeah. Alright, cool. But we also have some on the back. Just 2 more over here. Anyway, we can hit both of them at once. It's super nice. We can't craft because we're stuck in combat. If you have any flaming weapons or anything like that, it works wonders against these. And there. So we finally got these, and we can now continue. There are some of these poison cultists, and we can get a few backstabs. There is a path on the left as well. We'll get to that. We'll just forget it a bit. And yep. And then it gets a bit annoying because over here on the left hand side now we are poisoned, so then there's no point for me to heal the poison at this point, because we're gonna get poisoned again, both from their attacks and also from and also just from standing in poison. So let's did not get it. get in and get a... Any backstab will just help mitigate some of the poison damage. Now we remove it, and we can then proceed. So up there, we can see there's one, and we need to find a way to get to that one. I can't really remember, so I run in here, then this thing here, this preserving boluses, and we are running around. So, nope, there wasn't a secret door. There's no secret doors in this one, but it's just a bit hidden. And why do I roll in poison? So there's a ledge up there. You can't jump up that one. But running around on this side, there was the other way that we just watched. This would make so much... yes, of course. Yeah, just spam left and right. R1, L1 to get out of this. Get rid of poison. And you know what? Probably want to avoid taking more damage at this point. And then we're getting like dangerously low, so let's not be sort of too stringent on the use of our flasks. We used 2 flasks at this point. Actually 1 flask because the other one was used outside before we got in here. And it's down. I don't know how slime can be down, but it's down now. Up in here, and then we have some rats. Maybe it's not so surprising to see rats in a location like this. Just go all in. We can stagger all of this at this point. Some lump of flesh. And no secret doors. So this was just a dead end with some rats and nothing else. But we'll now need to continue. I have this marker so I know where my exit is or my entrance to the big cave is. So we are now going... It still bothers me that I need to get up here and I can't remember how to do it. But it's not here. It's not here. We just need to proceed. It will keep shooting at me. And then just run in a little circle. Then you let it go. Oops. There we go. Come on. No idea what was happening there. But we are now poisoned again. So at this point we will just drop down. Not that big deal to drop down. You can get up, which is actually a good indicator. Like if you have a drop down like this, there's almost always a way up. I mean, not through these pits, but just a small drop down like what we saw before. This is quite clearly progression area. There's also a stake of Marika down there, so we know that that's parts. So we are still missing something, and lo and behold, if that something isn't what we want. Here we are now into dry land, so let's see if we can get rid of our poison once again so we don't take continuous damage. More rats. And one more rat. And now we see that we are finally coming back to what we were looking for. Here. Get ourselves some focus points and some healing. Great. And the other guy is coming in. No backstabs on that. And we have one more. It's going to be a hard one to get a backstab on you. Nope. It's not. Perfect. So this was the guy on the ledge who was shooting at us. And now we actually have an extra little room in here. This is a bit tricky because there are, what, 5 of them? Yeah, 5. You can get one backstab and then the rest is just kill them before they do anything annoying. And a big flower as well. There. Good. And then we just have one more. Now at this point, just get poisoned. There's no reason to... there's no way that you can probably avoid getting poisoned. So let's knock this one down. Every occasion when it drops down, and we could actually get the follow-up because it's right next to it. Doing some poison. Again, it doesn't matter since we are already poisoned. And we got it. Perfect. Then we get a mushroom head, mushroom body, mushroom legs, mushroom hands, It's a weird set. I don't think it serves any purpose except looking weird. It's pretty cool to get these kind of weird things. And we are healing up again. Removing the poison yet again. And then we need to run over to that pit, which was the progression pit. The pit of progression. And I think we can barely make it without getting poisoned by the time we get over there. There. And then a drop down. There it is. More rats. At this point we might as well just jump all the way down. Now there are 2 ways to go. So we'll of course choose the wrong one because there's a 50-50 chance of choosing the wrong one, so let's do that. This one's just dead end, but hey, there's something there. That's just a golden rune, I think. Golden rune 1 and golden rune 6. We gotta get it all. And this boss fight is also really easy. I mean, I think it's too easy. I don't know why it's like this. Of course, we are a bit overleveled compared to where we're probably way overleveled and overbuffed and all that stuff. But going in, it just looks like normal monsters, these ones. These Kindred of Rot. Dead. My God, that's not really doing anything. And even if we go over to the next one and get him to counter, knockdown, critical hit, look at that critical hit deal damage. I mean, they have barely 2,000 hit points each. And that's it. Way too easy. Kindred Rot's Exaltation. That's pretty good. That means that this is the one that gets, if there's rot or poison nearby, then you get extra attack power. That's nice if you have that kind of thing. Last one of this area is the Volcano Cave. When you sort of make your way towards Volcano Manor, there's a little area where there's some demi-humans, and it doesn't really fit in. So it's like, why are there demi-humans just... and then we start looking, and there is actually a cave. So it's a pretty good hint that if you suddenly see some monsters that don't really fit, then maybe that's because they have a cave nearby. As is the case. And then I accidentally just walk into the living room and kick in the door and go, oh yeah, luckily these are not dangerous, so we can just let them come in. Just slowly pull back, and a backstab, so we are full health. This is a very, very small dungeon, and I'm actually kind of feeling that I'm missing something, but I'm not. Just walking around on the right hand side, there are a few sort of extra paths out of here, but they will lead to the same place. But this one will lead out to a ledge, so we want to get that ledge so we can go up here, and we can then drop down on top of everything else. Buff up as usual. Get all 4 of them pretty damn easy. And we can then drop further down, or we can take this path, and taking this path is just better, because this is a closed off room that has a lot of loot, so we want to get that. Behind these boxes there is a guy, so let's kind of surprise him. There we go. All dead. The restaurants are small. Trying to get that backstab in, but alas, not working. Material leaf and a coil shield. Coil shield is kind of fun because it actually, the special attack is that it is a snake. It's a coiled up snake, and the snake will attack, dealing poison damage if you at a bit of range if you use it. It seems also more like a gimmick weapon, but I don't know. I have no idea what would be good for PvP, so maybe that's a thing. Maybe it's not. Down there we have a chieftain, but not much, with a plunging attack. Getting staggered and killed. And for our trouble we get 5 lumps of flesh. And only thing left is the golden fog gate, but I'm just checking here because it does feel like we're missing something. With one little dude here. And we get back up here to the ledge that we were at, and just seeing that one jumps all the way down. So it's just basically able to drop further down from here. So nothing much exciting. And this was the path we took at the beginning. Goes around. That was where we had the item on the ledge. Drop down once and drop down twice. And that's basically the extent of this dungeon here. And all we need is a boss. This boss is just a queen version of these casting spells, but casting so slow that it doesn't really matter much. Oh, we don't have any more of those left, so let's just use another one. And again, we do a full buff up of everything going in, and we can just see that there's some spells being cast. That's good. And jump in. 2, 3, 4. Casting spells that don't hit us. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 good swings, and that's it. 4,000 damage. Pretty good. And we get a jar cannon for our troubles. So with that, we have now cleared all of the 5 dungeons of Mount Gelmir. If you feel that some of the ones like Sage Cave is missing, that is coming in the Altus Plateau, which you can see on the channel. So be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.